YouTube, welcome back with another video. And in today's video, picking up the rental car from the airport, I'm gonna be giving y'all 5 reasons why you should not do Turo in 2023. Is it worth it? I'll tell you the reasons why. Turo, you know, it has its pluses and minuses, but I've been doing this for almost 2 years now, so I have a couple of reasons why you should not do Turo in 2023. Like I said, I just picked up the rental car from another booking. Everything's good with the car, so I decided to come up on top of the rooftop. It's 6:57 in the morning, so got an early start today, you know, to pick up the rental car, but yeah, just got it back. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So number one is really just finding a car in the car market today. Finding a used car or a brand new car may be kind of difficult or challenging with interest rates going up, car values going up as well. Prices on everything has really gone up, so it's really finding a nice affordable car that you can have a high ROI each year, and that's return on investment. So finding a used car may be kind of a challenge, so initially you may have to spend some money to fix the car or get it back up to the right standards, or even finding a car that you could post on Turo's platform within 10 years of the current year and have less than 130,000 miles. And finding that may be kind of difficult to find a used car within that range or within a good price range. And not only that too, if you get a car brand new or you finance it, the interest rates are really high nowadays, because you know you can hear that the Air Force Base it's next to the Air Force Base. Like I said, we're on top of the parking garage. You can see all the airplanes and everything up there too. So that's what that noise is coming from. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice up here. You can hear all kind of things going on in the background. I'll wait. I'll wait for them because I'm interrupting them. So, all right. So like I was saying, just trying to find the right car for the right price and the right interest rates nowadays is pretty hard to do. It was a lot easier to find back in 2020 or the years before. Even in 2020, the used car value went skyrocket. So you're able to find a cheaper car for a cheaper price back then. I bought mine in 2021, so I got a good price on mine. Bought it for $24,000 with 20,000 miles on it. It's a 2017 Volkswagen Tiguan, so I feel like I got a pretty good price on mine, but still the interest rates on it is still pretty high. So I would say that's one of the most difficult things, because this is what you're going to be doing. You got to have a car. So the first thing that why you should not do it, trying to find the right car for the right price and the right interest rates. Number two would be getting back your time. It's not really passive, you know. You got to put in work to maintain the vehicle, so you got to spend a lot of time getting it ready for the next guest. You know, cleaning it does take a while. Like I said, just got it back from another guest. Get it ready, taking it to the car wash. Luckily for me, I have a smart link, so I can unlock and lock the car remotely from anywhere I'm at, so I don't have to worry about drop off and pick off. But if you don't have that feature, you have to worry about how you're gonna pick up the car, how you're gonna drop it off, and hand over the key to the next guest. So if you don't have that smart link on there, you have to meet each guest every time to pick up the car, and that could be kind of a hassle. You know, that takes up a lot of time. You already have to clean the car, you have to go get it serviced, you have to respond to the guests. So depending on how many cars you do have, a lot of guests are gonna have questions about it. You know, how do you turn the radio? How do you open up the sunroof? How does this work? How does that work? Depending on how many cars you do have, it may be a little bit harder to manage each of these to respond and have good customer service. Don't jump into Turo thinking, oh, you know, I'm gonna make money while I sleep, I don't have to do too much work. No, you gotta do some work. You know, you gotta wake up early, go to sleep late, you know, make sure your guest gets in your car on time, and do a lot to make sure everything gets done right, so that way the guest has as smooth as possible transaction and that everything goes well. Number three would be, is it profitable? And some months it can be profitable. Some months you may make above the amount of money that you're supposed to be bringing in, depending on the time of the year and what's going on in your city and what type of vehicle you have. But you also have to remember, you have to pay for the car wash, you have to pay for the car note, insurance. If you do have a smart link, you have to pay for that. You also have to pay for the parking. You just have to pay all these other little fees that you kind of forget to think about. And if you don't make back your money each month, then you're finding yourself having to pay out of pocket for these things. So is it profitable? It can be some months, but not every month it's guaranteed. You know, it depends on what time of the year and also where your market's at for it to be profitable. So it can, but it's always not profitable. Last year, I made $9,000 doing Turo. I ended up spending $12,000 in the business altogether to run everything. So it wasn't profitable for me last year. I took a loss. So is it profitable? Not really, but it can be. But you would also have to realize too that your ROI is it's a return on investment. So you're not really profiting until you make all your money back. So you're just really paying yourself back if you bought the car outright. So until you buy the car outright and you return all your money on the investment, that's when it becomes profitable. But as of right now, it's not profitable. You know, I'm making money, but not as much money as you would think. You got to spend money to make money. In order for you to make some money, you got to spend some. So number 4 would be, business is a gamble. It's not guaranteed every time that when your car goes out that it'll be okay or nothing will happen to it. I've had a guest hit a deer, crack the headlight right here, crack the front of the grill. I had multiple windshields repaired and changed, and I had a guest hit the curb and pop a tire. So things happen, you know. Every time the car goes out, it's not guaranteed that you'll get it back. Car could come back mechanically not working. So say a guest could mess up your window regulator, so, you know, put a tear in your leather seats or something, or they could break one of the ducts of the vents. Anything could happen. As you see, the guest had the foot on the back of the car, you know, back of the speaker. Something could have broken here that I may not know about that's mechanically wrong with the car, or even all the mechanisms up here for the sunroof and sunshade. Things can break, things happen, you know. You may not realize it until another guest tells you. So by the time you do realize it or do notice it, it may be too late since it didn't happen during the trip. So it's a big risk, you know. Every time it goes out, it's a risk that somebody drives it. The only thing that you can do is make sure that your vehicle is safe and you do all the things that you're supposed to do, like get the service done, have good tires on there, get oil changes, and then have your vehicle get inspected to make sure it's running properly. And that's it. Other than that, it's up to the guests and how they drive, you know. Or somebody else could hit the car and it won't even be their fault. It has had some minor accidents happen, nothing major but minor. Number 5, and the main thing that is a headache. So say something does happen to your vehicle. Say you have to contact Turo support, talk to them about it, explain them what happened, deal with the insurance, get a claim adjuster, and go through all this paperwork and all this filing. And I found that most of it is automated. Back a while ago, back in like December when I first started, a guess or a ding in the bumper right here, and it kind of scratched the fender. So I took it to one of my repair shops here local in Charleston, and they said they told me how much it would be because they want you to get an estimate, because if you're gonna handle it with the guest, they want you to give the guest the estimate, and then you and the guest have like 30 days to decide if you're gonna handle it or you're gonna go through the insurance of it. So once I got the estimate back, it was like $1,200 to fix it. He kind of stopped texting me, so then that's when I decided to talk to Turo about it. And then they once quoted me a lower price for it. Having the shop call Turo, the shop wasn't responding to Turo, and it was just like a big headache trying to get all this done. It's a lot of phone tag, it's a lot of back and forth, and it was just a headache. And even to the point where the car was sitting so long that the shop was going to sell and get rid of my car because they would not release the car back to me because I have not paid them. I do have my business credit card. I had to come out of my own pocket and pay for it to get fixed, and then finally after like a month I got reimbursed for it. So before that accident happened, I had bookings lined up. I was supposed to be making profit, I was supposed to be having the car out, but while that was going on, while I was just sitting in the shop, Turo would not give me my reimbursement money of the trips that I missed because of them taking so long to get back to me and readjust my claim and give me the right amount to fix the vehicle. It wouldn't respond to the shop. That I lost money that month. Luckily, last time that I did have to fix the headlight, it was a lot better. It was a lot easier process, and it was a lot easier to reach out to my claims agent about it. Maybe it was just the person I was dealing with. I'm not too sure. Customers' claims on Turo, it's kind of a hit or miss. Like it's either really good or it's not that good at all. So that would be number 5, is having the right support from Turo, and how when I first started, I almost had my car taken by the shop. So that would be my 5 reasons why you should not do Turo in 2023. It's not the best thing out there. It's not a get rich quick thing. It takes a lot of time and effort to deal with guests, deal with dropping off the car. A lot of things take into place for you to be able to run this business and to have it. And if you like today's video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Peace.